Hello, I'm Michelle Christ, and we are Rock Your Network Marketing Business. We're going to do Chapter 9 and 10 to finish out this amazing book. Preparing yourself to lead. Through my experience in network marketing, I've learned a lot about life and leadership. I've made mistakes. I've failed forward. All of the lessons I've learned have refined me and shaped me into the leader I was created to be. My leadership has grown as I have grown up in this profession. Personal and professional growth is one of the greatest gifts the profession has provided me. As you begin what could be your greatest personal and professional growth journey, I wanted to leave you with a gift and share 10 of the top lessons I've learned in my journey to leadership so far. 10 E's to being an empowered entrepreneur. Number 1, 86, the ego. In this profession, there can be a lot of ego. We can also experience a lot of rejection. Humility is the ability to not be moved by flattery or criticism. Remember that confidence and humility are not in conflict with each other. You can have both at the same time. Watch your attitude. Never convey a down attitude to your downline. That goes downstream and poisons your group. When you're down, go up. Talk to your upline about your challenges or your concerns and let them help you strategize and encourage you. Always be willing to learn, grow, and accept feedback. Don't compare yourself with others. When we waste valuable energy comparing ourselves to others, we are overlooking our potential and the opportunity for growth in our own life. We might be trying to emulate something or someone else is doing, and in the meantime missing our own calling because we are doing what we are supposed to be doing. We aren't doing what we're supposed to be doing. We have been given a way to do things bigger and better, but perhaps we've missed it as our focus is on the wrong things. We are too distracted to notice the gifts in front of us because we are too busy focusing on what others have been gifted with. We have to give that up. Stop struggling, striving, comparing, and competing. The death of contentment is comparison. Competition takes you captive. Focus on your calling. Number 2, exude energy and excitement. We are now promoting business in case you didn't know by now. Meetings, calls. We are in the promoting business in case you didn't know by now. Meetings, calls, and big events are what catapult people to success. They instill the vision that motivates people to join us and provide the excitement that your volunteer army needs to forge ahead. Enthusiasm is a catalyst for success. It's important that you exude energy and you learn how to move your team in an authentic way to get the meetings, and attend the big events. That is where belief is built and your teams explode. Don't forget to exude the same amount of energy and excitement every time you do a prospecting call or meeting. Remember, it's the prospect's first time hearing from you, so act like it's your first time giving the presentation. Don't lose that excitement from when you started. Excitement is what will create the vision of what is possible for them. Number 3, encourage. Good leaders are great at recognition for accomplishments both great and small. I've heard people saying, people will work harder for praise than raises. I know that to be true for myself. I once got a handwritten card from our company president, and it felt so good to know she was watching what I was doing, and I also wanted to be sure I stayed on her radar. I posted it in my office, and it motivated me to take daily action in becoming successful. Recognition can be free, such as a quick call of congratulations to someone on your team who overcame call reluctance, got their first customer or consultant, or made their first promotion. Handwritten notes are powerful. I sometimes like to slip in little $5 gift cards to coffee shops and write, "Your business is brewing, keep it up." Public praise on social media sites, in a team newsletter, or at a live meeting are not to be underestimated. Be sure to really celebrate major milestones too. Don't go overboard on expensive items though. It's the thought that counts. When doing recognition, ask yourself, is this duplicatable? Your team will feel the need to follow your lead with people. Is it scalable? Can you afford it when you have 5, 50, or 500 promotions at the levels you are recognizing? Number 4, engage your team. Good leaders know how to take a spotlight, turn it away from them, and shine it on their team. Think of ways you can involve your team at meetings and events. Can you empower people to be greeters or to do setup and takedown? Can you have friendly people serve as greeters? Who can share their success stories? Who can you have share the best practices or training tips during training sessions? What about your calls? Can you have a featured success story or another person speak? People buy in when they are involved in the process. Engage your team as much as possible. Number 5, educate your team. Good leaders take responsibility to train their teams. They don't rely on anyone else inside or outside the company. When someone commits to the business with you, they are entrusting their success to you. They join because they believe in you. Keep things simple, teach a system, promote training done by your company leaders or corporation, and be the best leader you can be for your team. If you feel you need support or are no longer committed, direct your team to the leader best capable of supporting them. 6, equip your team. Develop a mentality that you're out to create empowered entrepreneurs. Turn off your enabling button. Duplicate yourself as quickly as possible. Don't get stuck in management mode, thinking you should or have to do everything yourself. Encourage your team to rise to the challenge and develop their own leadership right away. 7, encouragement is important. Good leaders know how to elevate and lift up an entire organization, which includes their corporate team, upline, downline, and the sideline sisters and brothers not on their team. Why is it important to encourage your company? So your team feels a sense of security in who they're entrusting their future to. Why elevate and lift up your downline? I think that's obvious, as they contribute to your income, and they will either appreciate or resent that based on their relationship with you. Why encourage your upline? This is critical for them to be effective when working with your teams on calls and at events. Use your word to build up, not tear down. It all comes back to you. How you speak of others is a true reflection on you. Make integrity the most important part of your character. Make integrity the utmost importance, as your character is the only thing that follows you. Number 8, ethical leaders go the distance. Be a person of abundance and integrity. Do the right thing at all times. Tell the truth, honor your team and the company, and don't gossip. I love how my friend Orrin Woodard leads. When someone comes to him with gossip, he asks, "Can I go to the other person right now and quote you?" If the answer is no, he knows they aren't looking for a solution, but rather to gossip. He created a culture of excellence with his group, and when there's conflict, the goal is to find resolution. Treat the prospects of others with respect. If they come to a meeting and the sponsor is not there, tell them you're in great hands with Susie Q, and treat them kindly, immediately connecting them back to the person who shared the opportunity with them. There will come a time when you'll want someone to do that same thing for you. How you interact with the distributors in the company will be what you see duplicated down on your own team. Lead by example. Number 9. Whatever you do duplicates, so don't train on things you're unwilling to do. Set the pace for your team, and never stop recruiting and building. If you stop building before you have a solid income and title, you will fail in this business. No one can truly succeed sponsoring a few people a year. New blood brings life to the business. Stop recruiting and you die a slow death in network marketing. Your business will come to life again when you recruit it. Remember to work with the willing and love on the rest of them. Work with those who deserve your support, not necessarily those who need it. How do you identify those who deserve it? By their actions. I recently heard a leader say, "I watch their feet, not their mouths." In other words, watch what they are doing and not what they are saying they are going to do. Match your team's efforts. Number 10, endure, endure, endure. Pick a company and stick with it. The grass is never greener on the other side. The grass is only green where you water it. Never forget, my friend, Susie's story. You never know what people will do or who they'll lead to. Her sponsor quit and made a $50 million mistake. You are just working through your own set of odds, and you will find your aces if you don't quit. There will be ups and downs on your journey. Success requires you to fail forward. Discipline your disappointments. Don't deviate from your mission and be driven by your dream. Don't quit. You can either give up when times are tough, assuming your business isn't working for you, or you can continue to learn your own life and leadership lessons as you move ahead. You'll eventually find success as long as you don't quit and continue working. Chapter 10. The Power of Belief. My husband and I recently went to India with friends to open up an orphanage. It was a life-changing experience. One of the greatest memories of my lifetime was when my husband, Phil, and I witnessed 50 children run into their new home like they were running into Disney World. Their smiles sparkled as they lay on their brand new beds for the very first time. We wrapped our arms around the children and welcomed them into more than just their new homes, but their brand new lives. We played with them, taught them games, sang with them, and loved on them. Many times we remarked how if it weren't for our network marketing business, we never would have had that experience. There is no way we could have taken weeks away from our jobs. We couldn't have even afforded the immunizations, let alone travel expenses, before our network marketing business. It takes time and money to pursue many of our life's passions. Network marketing can be the greatest vehicle to provide the time freedom and financial freedom necessary to live a life you love. Your dreams, desires, and passions were placed in your heart for a reason, and I don't believe there's a dream or desire in our heart that cannot be fulfilled. It doesn't matter where you are now in your business. Your dreams can be realized through this vehicle. You just have to remain coachable and committed. You can never give up. As I write this, I just celebrated the success of one of my leaders, Nikki. Just 2 days ago, she was promoted within our company to the top of the pay plan. In the past few months, her team tripled their volume. She is on track to earn a company car by the end of the year, and she is pursuing her dream of working with children in need around the globe through the resources her network marketing business has provided her. Here's what I love most about Nikki's story. She's been in the business for almost 3 years, and she only started seeing notable success in our business in the past few months. Most people would have given up much sooner. She admits that there were many times she wanted to quit, wondering if success would ever happen for her. Although discouraged, at times she continued to remain coachable and committed. I would speak words of affirmation to her, reminding her of her dreams and how much I believed in her. I spoke to Nikki about the power of her words and encouraged her to declare greatness over her life, her business, and her team. Nikki began to speak faith-filled words even when success didn't seem possible. During this time in her business, Nikki's faith was being built, her confidence was being built, and she was being refined into the leader and woman she was intended to be. Over the past 90 days, her business was completely transformed, and now I can barely recognize Nikki. She has become a dynamic, strong, and assured leader. Nikki's story was recently shared on a national call with my team, and it inspired so many to press on, persevere, and push toward their prize. I encourage you to also persevere. You will face resistance in your business too. There might be times when you want to quit. Resistance isn't a sign to quit. You are exactly where you're supposed to be, growing in faith, confidence, and as a leader. You are being refined. You will be accelerated at your designated time if you press on. What do you believe for your business? What do you believe for your life? What are you speaking over your business, life, and team? Do you have the ability to speak into someone's destiny? Just as I spoke into Nikki's life, and she in turn spoke into her team. You have the ability to truly transform lives with your words. We give life to what we say, good or bad. Remember me sharing how I wanted to quit so many times? Today I am the top earner of our company, but when I began, I used to be one of the lowest earning leaders. My company president jokes how I quit more times than anyone else in our company. I used to say, I'm young, all of my friends are young, and no one is joining me. Then, when people were joining me, I would say, everyone is quitting. I was definitely in a holding pattern for myself. But looking back, I realized I was exactly where I needed to be. I wasn't ready to lead yet. I was being refined into the leader and woman I was destined to be. Being prepared to lead the multitudes. We all have impact on lives, whether it is in our marriage, our ministry, our families, our business, or our career. We all have people who are depending on us to be effective and to cast a vision for them to reach our full potential in life. I used to have great impact on little lives as a teacher, and now we have influence over many adults in our business, as well as many little lives around the globe. When our feet planted in that first orphanage in India, Phil and I looked at each other with tears in our eyes and said, it was all worth it. All the hard work, tears, rejection, and no's over the past 5 years were worth it. We know our visit to India wasn't the end for us, but rather the beginning. This one experience transformed our lives. Our purpose and our plan for our life unfolded right before our eyes. It was beautiful to see our reason why in action. Network marketing has fulfilled our dreams, as well as fulfilled the dreams of those we share our business with and the children around the world who we bless with the resources and time it's provided us. Don't give up on your dreams, ever. And remember, it's never too early or too late to passionately pursue your dreams. Go for your gold. Now's your time. Get ready to shine. Rock on, rock stars. Sarah Rockin' Robbins. I really enjoyed going through this with you guys. It spoke a lot to my heart. I hope it spoke to yours as well.